Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. This is Brother Fardad Abdul Salim Muhammad. We are starting our meeting on time. As you know, many times you start meetings at a specific time and you expect people to be there. But in this case, me and Allah are here. But a lot of the people who said they were going to come actually are running late, or for some reason, some kind of thing happened and held them back. But whatever it is, I want to pray that everyone who committed to coming is okay, and that you are in good health and spirit, and that nothing evil or bad has befallen upon you that prevented you from actually being here. We're going to go ahead and start with the pledge of the Million Man March, because what we're doing is in the spirit of the Million Man March. That's right. And the theme of this meeting, or the reason why we're here, is because we have a petition that is out right now that is to remove the Nation of Islam and the Honorable Minister Farrakhan's good name from all hate group listings throughout the world. Recently, MSN posted a news article that stated there was 100 of the largest hate groups in the world. And Proud Boys were number one, and number two was the Nation of Islam. And I said, hey, it's got to be something we could do about this, because that's fake news. That's the fakest news I've seen in a long time. And I said, hey, look, man, we're going to slam that under the umbrella of fake news, because it's flaky. That word flake slipped out because it is flaky information. You know, it's not worthy even of, it's not as worthy as dust. So we're going to start this off with the pledge of the Million Man March, as always, in hopes that people do actually come in. The Million Man March will be playing this pledge. It's brief, and it will set the tone for the information that we're about to drop on you as it relates to this petition. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Now, brothers, in closing, I want you to take this pledge. When I say I want you to say I. And I'll say your name. I know that there's so many names, but I want you to shout your name out so that the ancestors can hear it. Take this pledge with me. Say with me, please. I say your name. Pledge that from this day forward, I will strive to love my brother as I love myself. I say your name. From this day forward, will strive to improve myself spiritually, morally, mentally, socially, politically, and economically, for the benefit of myself, my family, and my people. I say your name. Pledge that I will strive to build business, build houses, build hospitals, build factories, and enter into international trade for the good of myself, my family, and my people. I say your name. Pledge that from this day forward, I will never raise my hand with a knife or a gun to beat, cut, or shoot any member of my family or any human being except in self-defense. I say your name. Pledge from this day forward, I will never abuse my wife by striking her, disrespecting disrespecting her. For she is the mother of my children and the producer of my future. I say your name, pledge that from this day forward I will never engage in the abuse of children, little boys or little girls, for sexual gratification. But I will let them grow in peace to be strong men and women for the future of our people. I say your name will never again use the B word to describe any female, but particularly my own black sister. I say your name, pledge from this day forward that I will not poison my body with drugs or that which is destructive to my health and my well-being. I say your name, pledge from this day forward I will support black newspapers, black radio, black television. I will support black artists who clean up their acts to show respect for themselves and respect for their people and respect for the ears of the human family. I say your name will do all of this. So help me God. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. That means God is great.
Praise be to Allah. Let's give the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan a round of applause from the heart as we are taught to recite our lessons from the heart and not just verbatim. Brothers and sisters, I am so grateful that you had the time to actually listen to that pledge. But I want to point out one key factor is that when the minister said we will not say the B word, he said we will not say the B word to any woman, in particular our woman, the original woman, the black woman. So if he was a hater, would he have said such that we are not even to use the B word against the oppressor's woman? Why is that? It's because the value of her womb as it relates to her relationship to God and why she's in existence, the value of the womb, that even the mother of the oppressor should be honored by her children and revered. So brothers and sisters, we don't want you to think that we are here to beg either. We're not here to beg people to actually remove the name of the minister and the nation from these lists. We know Pontiff, we know Caesar, we know who they are today, and we are very clear as to what your position is on this planet and why you are in existence doing what you're doing. We don't expect you to remove the name. However, we are demanding that you do, in the name of Allah, his prophets, our people who have suffered for over 400 years here in North America and throughout the world, indigenous people all the way across into Australia, the UK, South America, South Africa, North America, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Haiti, all of the islands, Maui, Hawaii. Did you know that the Hawaiians have to buy back their land that have been ravaged by volcanoes from the government? And if they don't nourish that land within a certain period of time, that the government could take the land back. This is what I learned when I went to Maui and I spent time in Maui. That's an injustice. That's just not right. We have a 12-point system in the Nation of Islam, and one of those points is where we demand that America give us her former slaves, the children of her former slaves, a piece of America. You know, I was watching a recording, broadcast from our national headquarters where I think it was Brother Student Minister Ishmael who said, or Abel, it was one of the other, who said, you need to add it up and consider inflation. You know, at the time we were asking for about 3 states. But right now, with the cost of living and everything going up, you might have to divvy up a little bit more. Not just the cost of living, but the body count since then has risen. So your debt to us in the form of reparations is far greater than it was back in 1930-33. To this day, we're drenched in blood here in America based upon what's happening, the injustices that are happening to our people. I don't need to go into detail, do I? Some of us are saying right now, well, why are you doing this petition? I just answered it. We're demanding that they remove the name of the minister in the Nation of Islam from these lists. Also, it's been a long time since the Million Man March of 1995. Long time, yes, 1995. It's been a long time. It's 2023 right now. So what we're looking at is this time that has gone by and the impending departure of the minister, the prophecy of the departure, which we are anticipating to happen any day now. How are we going to show the world that we are still strong as we were back in 95 at the Million Man March? I say use modern technology. Why not do the petition? Why not get 2 million signatures by February 26, 2023 to show the world that we can do what we did back on the mall where we had over 2 million Black men. Did you not know that there were regiments of men from Japan there bearing the Japanese flag in ranks in support of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam and the rise of the original man? Why? It's because the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said, brothers and sisters, that wherever you see a Black man on earth, they are brothers. He said he didn't care if they came from Asia.
Every Black man under the sun is brothers. I don't care whether he live in America or live in Asia or Africa or in the islands of the Pacific or the Gulf.
Wherever you see the Black man, they are brothers. Yellow man, brown man, Black man. Doesn't matter. Whatever island you from, we all brothers and sisters, family. Yes, our Black men and women are brothers and sisters. So let's make it plain and make it 100 today. And let's send a message to the bearers of fake news that we are strong as we were in the spirit of the Million Man March and hand the gift of over 2 million signatures to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, brothers and sisters, this coming Saviours Day, February 26th in Chicago. This is what the minister needs, not only to heal from worrying if he is about us, but for him to be given a great send-off in such a gift that he knows that his nation, that he helped keep together as he was commissioned to by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, by Allah's permission, that this nation will not fall, that we will keep the flag up. That we will keep the flag up, brothers and sisters. That's what this is about. This is not about begging. Do you know what it's like to be maligned and viciously attacked of character, defamed, called a thief, called a liar? I've been through that. Many of you know. You know my story. Some of you watching right now know some of my story, or what you heard or may have heard. But you know what it's like when someone calls you a thief or says you're a hater or says something about you and tells the whole world and the whole community that this is the truth of you, and people don't even lift a finger up to find out the facts, to find out the actual facts, to pick up the phone and call your brother. The Final Call newspaper is right around the corner from your computer. Just go to finalcall.com and you can read all about the Nation of Islam and find out whether or not we are really haters. When things happened to me that was out of character, of those who I thought were my brethren, my phone didn't even ring. And I wondered why. I said, man, look at that. Why would someone call me a thief? Why would someone malign my character and stain it throughout the community? And my phone not even ring. Hey, brother, what they talking about? Why is that? Well, it's because sometimes people, brothers and sisters, like to see you when you're down. And sometimes God want to let you know who's real around you. So it's time for us to show the minister who's real around him. Which one of you are real? Sign the petition. Share the petition. We are talking about ordering or demanding that the ADL and the 7 whatever Pacific, whatever they call themselves, organizations, all of them, to remove the name of the minister and the name of the nation off of your lists. Because you know that's fake news. You know it should fall and break under the umbrella of fake news. Brothers and sisters, we want the minister to feel good, knowing that we are going to be all right. Just like our brother Kendrick said, we gonna be all right. All right? So that's what time it is, brothers and sisters. Now, back in December, on the 29th, just last week when we had our first meeting, we had 2 participants. Today, it's just me and Allah. One of those participants got sick, and we want to definitely say prayers out to her, you know, in hopes that she will recover and return, you know. And she was one of our Caucasian Muslim sisters who were on deck, camera view ready and everything, ready to rock. And she's been promoting and helping us, you know. So I want to definitely send prayers out to her and also to Brother Fred in hopes that he's okay, because he and I spoke and he was supposed to be here, but he's not here for some reason. So I hope that you're all right, brother, you know, and I pray that you will be with us next week or at least on your way now. And I know there are other meetings happening as well right now that may cause brothers and sisters to figure out which one should I go to, you know. But this one here is very important, brother and sister. That's why I'm recording it, so that we can actually promote this later and let the people know what time it is, how important this is, that we all sign the petition together. Now, what can you do to help? Of course, you can send a donation in. I'm going to show you how. When you sign the petition, after that, there are going to be pop-ups that are going to allow you from change.org to actually donate to the petition, to promote the petition. You could do that. Or you can go to saviorshelper.com and donate to the Nation of Islam directly by clicking Nation of Islam under donation, and you will be sent to our Saviours Day, official Saviours Day page, where you can make a contribution to the Saviours Day gift to the Honorable Minister Farrakhan. Also, if you'd like to make a donation towards our campaign, you could do it there through the Saviours Helper link. But we want you to make sure that you're clear that this is not a get-rich scheme. We're not into that. We're into just doing what we said we were going to do, and that's hand that list over to the minister so he can find whatever he wants to do with that list, even if it just makes him feel good knowing that this nation won't fall. That's enough. That's enough. I would love to report to him that we have 5 million signatures from supporters from all over the world, 10 million signatures from supporters from all over the world, brothers and sisters. Do you know what kind of joy that will bring, brother? What kind of joy that will bring our teacher? Come on now. Now, go on ahead to the site at change.org/hands-off-Farrakhan and read and sign that petition. The reason why you have to read it is because you need to know how this all happened. How did the Nation of Islam be labeled a hate group? Man, come on now. With all the people we've worked with in conjunction with throughout the world to secure venues, to secure celebrities, to secure even the average Jane and Joe's on the street. There's nobody out there that can actually say that we are haters. Haters of what? Come on now. You can't even go there with us. There's nothing you can say. We have no record of attacking anybody who hasn't attacked us. We don't just go out there and we got business. We're business people. We ain't got time to be contemplating on who we going to attack. That's a waste of time. That's crazy. We trying to take care of our families. We trying to navigate in this crazy world. We don't have time to be dealing with all that extra negative energy. That's just not the way of a Muslim. No, we are non-aggressive wing in the religion of Islam. We have nothing to do with being aggressive against anyone. And when you read the petition, you're going to see the reality in which I'm displaying within the context as well, so that you can be clear. Now, another thing you could do to help, brothers and sisters, is you could join 10 groups that support the Nation of Islam on Facebook or Twitter or whatever social media platform you're on, and post our flyer and our video, MP3 or whatever you can post that would link people directly to the petition, and do it at least 10 times a day and keep it going until February 26th, because we got to get 2 million people, to sign this or more. And we're going to need everybody. I'm getting flagged right now on some of these social media networks because I'm posting so much. So I got to scale back. So I really need your help. Now we need your help because we can't do it all. You know what I mean? We need you. We need you to step up. Get on those social medias. And what you do is, when you see somebody commenting saying they love Minister Farrakhan or they're coming to Saviours Day, if you keyword Saviours Day 2023 in Facebook, for example, or on Twitter, you're going to see people talking about Saviours Day, which is our annual convention and commemoration of the birth of our Savior, Master Farrakhan Muhammad, right? Now, when they're talking about Saviours Day, you tell them that we got a gift that we want to give to the Honorable Minister Farrakhan in the form of a petition. We need 2 million signatures to have the minister's name and the Nation of Islam removed from all hate group lists. Just break it down briefly, put the link in there, and send comments and keep commenting and do that. And let's get this word out. Also you could, if you know any radio stations that support the minister, send that information to us. Our email is info@saviorshelper.com, SAVIOURS helper, HELPER.com. So you can send me that information, the contact letters and the contact person, if you know, and I will send a letter to them to express to them our thanks in advance and all sorts of promotional information that we can share with them, that they can share as well to their listeners and viewers. All right, so we need local cable on deck. We need the churches on deck. And you don't have to be a Muslim to be down with this. You know how many people love Minister Farrakhan who don't necessarily subscribe to the final call or say that they are Muslim, but they say they are Christian or they are Israelite, and they still support the minister. Why? Because we're not going to fall for the same crap that our people fell for when we became slaves. Let me tell you, back in 1555, we were at war with each other, tribe against tribe. And the traitor came amongst us, this odd man, this unalike man who had a devious mindset, who was thinking of ways to make us build this world. These strong slaves can build our world. We'll bring them back to America and we'll force them to build our world. But how did they do it? We did it for them by attacking each other. What does it say in the Holy Quran? Don't bicker what you don't understand. Leave that to Allah. Minister Farrakhan has always taught us that we should be focused on what? Our common ground. Focus on that. But for some reason, our egos got in the way back then. And one tribe went against another, so the trader was easily able to make a trade and say, hey, I can give you gunpowder and rifles that we got from Marco Polo, and you go and take out your enemy and give us the spoils. And then they went and got the booty and the spoils of the war, gave them to the white man. They got the gunpowder, they got the guns. And what happened? Not only did the enemy take over the tribe, but he took the tribe that was fighting the tribe, the rival tribe, eventually weakened all the tribes that he could. Robbed and pillaged Africa, so-called Africa, our motherland. Divide and conquer, brothers and sisters. Y'all know what it is. And now we're dealing with that Willie Lynch syndrome here and the pipeline to prison. Brothers and sisters, how is it that a friend of mine and myself met each other on Rikers Island as I was facing a charge against me for something I did not do? But I had moved from that block for about 10 years where we grew up. And yet we still ended up in the same prison at the same time because the school to prison pipeline is real. The mindset, if you don't unplug from that matrix, you're going to end up exactly where they are, no matter where you are. And that's a fact. Brothers and sisters, besides making comments on Facebook, we want you to go on radio, call the radio stations direct and let them know, hey, we heard about this petition. Y'all should be promoting it and let them know. And I just want to say, all praises due to Allah. And if I forgot to open up in the name of Allah, I definitely want to just let you know, brothers and sisters, that this is for Allah and Allah alone. And in his name, the most merciful, I greet you with Assalamu alaikum, which is peace be unto you, brothers and sisters. We want to heal the minister of any worry. We want to bring love into his heart. And we want to thank those who are already on board with helping us, like Sister Connie with the prayer line, the Fajr prayer line. We want to thank the Final Call Radio for airing our comments of support. V-Point Radio with Clarence Khalil Neely. We want to thank you all for your support and for all the future cable shows and podcasts and blog shows. Everybody who's getting ready to get on board right now as we speak, I'm thanking you in advance for your support of our petition. Brothers and sisters, it means that much to me. My name again is Farrakhan Abdul Salim Muhammad of the Saviours Helper channel and soon to be Saviours Helper Records, inshallah. And I just want to thank you all for tuning in. And go to our website, saviorshelper.com or change.org/hands-off-Farrakhan and sign the petition. Let's get that 2 million, brothers. Let's get those numbers up, sisters. Come on, we can do it. We can do it in the spirit of the Million Man March. Thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum.